Hello and welcome back. Since we have seen some important Excel functions until now, it's time to see another important topic in Excel. Those are wildcards. Let's learn why wildcards are actually required and how to use them in Excel functions. So let's get started. In Excel, wildcards are used to provide partial match criteria into functions argument, and we have three wildcards. The first is the asterisk mark. Second is question mark. The third is tilde mark. If you want to locate these wildcards on your keyboard, the asterisk is on the numerical 8 key. The question mark is on the / key. The tilde mark can be found below escape key on top left corner. Only thing is, we need to hold down shift key and then press these keys to access the wildcards. Few important points. These wildcards can be used in lookup, sum, count and average functions to perform partial matches as criteria. We can also use wildcards to filter the data and in find and replace window. Now let's try to understand the meaning of each wildcards. The first is the asterisk mark, and it represents any number of characters. Say for example, if we add asterisk mark after the letter CH, it will match any word that begins with letter CH, such as chapter, champ and chair. If we add asterisk mark before the letter CH, it will match any word that will end with letters CH, such as march, branch and teach. Lastly, if we add asterisk mark on either side of the letter CH, it will match any word that contains letter CH in any position, such as lunchbox, teacher and change. The next wildcard is a question mark. Unlike asterisk mark, which represents any number of characters, question mark represents only one character position. Say for example, if we add one question mark, it matches any data that contains only one character, such as A, 1, etc. If we add two question marks, it will match any data that contains only two characters, such as AB, 1, 1, etc. Now let's say, if we add 6 question marks, that forms a specific pattern and it will match any word that follows this pattern, such as ABC-DEF, ABC-123, 111-222, etc. Let's see one more example. If we add question mark between the word PRI and E, it matches any word that follows this pattern, ignoring the fourth position, which is a question mark. The examples can be price, pride and prize. You can notice only the fourth position will change as C, D and Z, while the other positions will remain same. The last wildcard is a tilde mark and it plays very important role. Say for example, we want to match few words which already has asterisk mark or a question mark into them. And since these are wildcards, we cannot use these characters again to filter the words. So to fix this challenge, tilde mark was introduced and its role is to nullify or cancel the effect of wildcard character in any word and make them to behave as a literal text. Say for example, we want to filter the words that end with a question mark. We just have to add the tilde mark in front of that so that it will be treated as a literal text, and then finally use the asterisk symbol to find the words ending with the question mark. The examples can be what ending with a question mark, why ending with a question mark. Now let's say we want to filter the words which contains asterisk mark at any position. We can first add a tilde mark in front of this asterisk mark to treat it as a literal text, then add two asterisk marks on either side to match any words which contain an asterisk mark at any position. In both the examples, the blue colored question mark and a asterisk mark will be treated as a literal text. I hope this is clear. Now let's jump back to Excel and see some examples, and that should give even more clear understanding. So we are back into Excel and this is the sample data which I will be using as an example. And it has two different columns, product and sales amount. Let's try to answer the first question, which is to find the total of sales amount for all the products of ABC company. Let's add the SUMIF function. Input to range argument will be the product column. The criteria will be any value that begins with letter ABC then followed by an asterisk mark to represent any value after these characters. Since this is the text criteria, we have to enclose them in double quotes. The sum range will be the sales amount column. Close the bracket and hit enter. We will get the total sales amount for all ABC company products. The next question is to find the total of sales amount for all tablets, and again following the same logic, let's add the SUMIF function. The input to the range argument will be the product column. The criteria will be any value that ends with tablet. So we will add an asterisk mark then followed by the keyword tablet. Again, enclose them in double quotes as it is a text criteria. The sum range will be the sales amount column. Close the bracket and hit enter to get the total of sales amount for all the tablets. The next question is to find the total of sales amount for tablets and tab. Instead of adding two criterias, we will pick the keyword tab and use it as a criteria on the products column. Let's add SUMIF function. Again, the input to the range argument will be the product column. Now the criteria will be the keyword tab, and we need to add asterisk mark on either side of this keyword, and that tells the Excel to pick any value which has the tab keyword at any position. Enclose this in double quotes as it is a text criteria. The input to sum range will be the sales amount column. Close the bracket and hit enter to get the total sales amount for all the tablets and tab. I hope this is clear. Now let's see an example on question mark wildcard, and the question here is to find the total of sales amount for ABC and ABD company. In both the company names, only the third character will change, and we can replace this character with a question mark to define it as a pattern for criteria. So let's add this SUMIF function. Again, the input to range argument will be the product column. Now the criteria will be the keyword AB followed by a question mark at the third position. Since the company name is also a partial match, we will add an asterisk symbol at the end, and that represents any value that starts with AB and a question mark pattern at the third position. Let's enclose this criteria in double quotes. The input to sum range will be the sales amount column. Close the bracket and hit enter to get the total of sales amount for ABC and ABD company. Now let's see some examples on tilde mark, and the first question is to count the number of products ending with the asterisk mark. Let's add the COUNTIF formula. The input to range will be the product column. The criteria will be any value ending with the asterisk mark, and that is represented by two asterisk marks together. Since the second asterisk mark is the character we are trying to match, we must tell Excel to treat this wildcard character as a literal text, and that is done by adding a tilde in front of this asterisk mark. Enclose the criteria in double quotes, close the bracket and hit enter to get the count of products ending with the asterisk mark. Finally, the last question is to find the number of products which has question mark as a character, and it can be in any position. Again, we need to follow the same logic. Add the COUNTIF formula. The input to the range argument will be the product column. The criteria will be any value which has a question mark, and that is represented by two pair of asterisk mark on either side of the question mark. Since question mark is also a wildcard character, we must tell Excel to treat it as a literal text. So let's add a tilde in front of this question mark. Enclose the criteria in double quotes, close the bracket and hit enter to get the count of all the products which has the question mark character. I hope these examples have given the clear picture on how to use the wildcards in Excel functions, and that is what I wanted to cover in this video.